The Berlin airlift had showed how sensitive the situation was. So the United States and its allies founded the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also known as NATO. Now I actually went to their NATO's own website, just to find their perspective on the events. And they wrote on their website that stopping the Soviets wasn't their only goal. They actually had three goals in total. Number one was to stop the Soviet expansion. Number two was to stop the revival of nationalistic militarism in Europe. And number three was to encouraging political European integration. Okay. And of course, how they planned to stop the nationalistic militarism in Europe was through presence of North Americans on European soil. Now, NATO also had extensions. The Southeast Asia Treaty Organization, also known as CETO, and the Central Treaty Organization, also known as CENTO. Of course, the USSR bought its own version of NATO, the Warsaw Pact. The Warsaw Pact was the rival alliance, which basically promised countries that the USSR will not interfere in their internal matters, like the internal matters of Eastern Bloc communist states. Practically, it always did. Okay, to the point these states were all seen as Soviet satellite states, aka puppet states. But there were exceptions. In 1961, Albania was expelled from the pact, and in 1968, they officially resigned from it. Like Albania officially said, guys, we're leaving this pact because of the Soviet Albanian split. And Soviet Albanian split was actually related to the Sino-Soviet split, where Albania was the only country in the whole Eastern Europe that actually supported China instead of the Soviet Union during the split. And then by the 1960s, Romania also stopped being a Soviet satellite state, and East Germany left in 1990, and the pact was itself abolished in 1991 with the USSR's fall itself. Thank you for watching.